Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. We're on a baseball kick this month, and after last week's game of, what did we play last week? I'm trying to remember what we played last week. I'll look it up, and we'll come back with that later. But continuing our baseball kick this month, we're going to continue that with another baseball debut as we play Inside Pitch Baseball from Inside Sports Games. This one's a bit different in that we use matrices to find the results of the at-bat from the dice rolls. In this game, so far I have the 2013, 1985, and 2007 seasons. I've got everything ready for a 2013 matchup, so let's get that set up now and we'll meet our starting pitchers. It was Sentinels of the Multiverse we played last week. We had our adventure with Gloomweaver last week. Anyway, our visiting team today will be the Seattle Mariners, and our starting pitcher is Felix Hernandez. So here's what I was talking about with the matrices on here. Where the roles will work is we'll get a row and column result, and I'll detail about how we're going to do that when we move over to the main game area. We've also got a star line here for any auto outs. So again, Felix Hernandez is our starting pitcher for the Seattle Mariners today. With that, we're going to go through our home starting pitcher along with today's ballpark. Jordan Lyles today is our starting pitcher for the 2013 Houston Astros. We've got to look at his card here. 7-9 with a 5.59 ERA. Felix Hernandez was 12-10 with a 3.04 ERA in 2013. So that's actually 2013. And we're playing at Minute Maid Park today. Say that 5 times fast. Minute Maid Park looked to be a neutral park, allowed 187 homers, adds 2 to strikeouts and 2 to walks, but no adjustment for homers. We've got a few blank spaces on there which could trigger rare plays depending on how that happens, but we can move over to the main game area and set everything else up. I'm just looking over the shot, got everything set up over here. Once again, we are using the baseball dry erase board that I've been using for my baseball games of late. A few things that you might be noticing and or recognizing. I've got an out tracker up here now. I was trying to use the dry erase board itself for that, but that wasn't working very well. I've also got an infield depth tracker. And if you're recognizing this card down here, I'm actually going to bring this in for a second. This is actually the exact same base running card that RJL Network uses on his plays of Inside Pitch. And I'll provide a link to his channel in the description down below. I've already got the card all set up. It's the exact same card he uses. I just blew it up because I'm going to be reading that from a bit longer distance than he is, so I wanted to make sure the text was a little bit bigger. But it's all the same card there, so that will modify the arms on the outfielders depending on where it gets hit and what we're trying to do with it. So I think everything's set up here. So with that, once again, for the 4th time, I think, this month, let's play ball. Hernandez will finish his warm-up tosses at Minute Maid Park, and we'll take our first... Lyles will finish his warm-up tosses. Hang on. I gotta switch these around. So we'll take our first look at the Mariners lineup. I'll bring my score sheet over here because I am keeping score. We'll have Brad Miller at shortstop, Nick Franklin at second base, Raul Ibanez in left, Kendrys Morales is our DH today, Kyle Seager's at third base, Justin Smoak is at first, Michael Saunders is in right field, Dustin Ackley's in center, and Henry Blanco's catching. And Jordan Lyles is charged with keeping that lineup in check. So we've got everything set, which means our first batter will be Brad Miller. He had 8 homers and 36 RBI in 2013. We'll be using blue, brown, and blue dice. We got a blue D6 and a brown D6, and a blue D20. The Astros are the home team. On the D6, we'll use the blue die for the column and the brown die. We'll use the blue die for the row, brown die for the column. Got that all noted there. So our first batter is, once again, is Brad Miller, and we'll go through all of his stats again. Each starting pitcher has a number of batters they can face before they tire. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. Jordan Lyles steps into the sign. He looks in at Corporon for the sign, and here's the pitch. That's a 1-6. That's a possible error on a throw. So now Miller will get to swing the bat. That's a 2-2. That'll be skied to center field, where there, Barnes will wait for it. He'll make sure he doesn't lose it in the sun. It'll drop into his glove, and there'll be 1 out. Next batter will be Nick Franklin, who had 12 homers and 45 RBI in 2013. Jordan Lyles will step in. We'll wait for the sign from Corporon, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 2-1. He's a switch, I believe he's a switch left. Yeah, he's a switch left. That will be a blank. Actually, I think that was a 2-1. So yeah, switch left, that's a blank. Franklin will get to swing. That's a 5-3, and that's grounded to first, where Carter will wait for that. He'll flip it over. Actually, he'll take it to the bag himself. So 2 outs, just like that. And now Raul Ibanez will step into the batter's box. 29 homers and 65 RBI in 2003. Lyles waits for the sign, and here's the pitch. Two-two, range play. Ibanez will swing. That's a 5-1. That'll be a single to center, but that's a range play. Actually, I don't think there's a range play if it gets to the outfield. There might be. This I gotta double check. So that's a range play. Is that a range play if it gets to the outfield? That's still the question. I don't think so, but I'm not sure. Range play. Here we go. Page 9. Against. Okay. Looks like there is a range play in the outfield. So a 5-1 was grounded to center field. That is Barnes. His range is a 3. He'll make a great play on that. He'll make a great play, get it into... Actually, no, I think that's a range play. The fielder... He must limit the damage then. I'm looking here. Resulting in the original. Okay, so it looks like you do make the. Okay, so yep, looks like we've got an 8-3 putout. He's got quite the arm out there apparently. Right. The range play. Wait, hang on. I'm looking at this. There's a double to 8. Play is made successful. Oh, so it is popped up to center. So it is popped up in center field, where once again Barnes will get to that, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners in the top of the first. I was forgetting to use my out tracker. Bottom of the first now is we'll take our first look at the Astros lineup. I should probably also mention that I'm still very much learning this game, so if you have any mistakes to point out that I made, be nice about them in the comments below, please. Anyway, our starting lineup for the Astros. We've got Jose Altuve at second, Brett Wallace at third, Jason Castro is our DH, Chris Carter is at first, Carlos Corporon is catching, Mark Krause in left field, Justin Maxwell in right, Brandon Barnes in center, and Jake Elmore at shortstop. Felix Hernandez being charged with keeping that lineup in check. Stepping into the batter's box first as Hernandez finishes his warm-up tosses will be Jose Altuve, who had a who had a 283 average with 5 homers and 52 RBI in 2013. Hernandez waits for the sign from Blanco, and here's the pitch. 1-3. That's against a righty, that's a blank. Looking in at Altuve, will get to swing. Altuve, that's a 1-2. That's a power hit to left field. Except that's a 17, which he's against a righty. He's going to end up with a leadoff triple. Altuve reaching to lead off the game. He's going to have a leadoff triple. 3B. Stepping into the batter's box now will be Brett Wallace with a 221 average, 13 homers, and 36 RBI. He's going to be in charge of trying to get Altuve home. Strategy roll coming up first. That's an 11, nothing going on there. Hernandez will go ahead and pitch. Infield is going to play in. They don't want the run to score. Hernandez with the pitch. 3-3. Against a lefty, that's a blank. Wallace will swing. Wallace, 5-1. That's an automatic out. It's going to be grounded to first where Smoak will wait for it. Altuve will hold because the field was playing in. He'll take it to the bag himself. That'll be 1 out. Next up will be Jason Castro, who had a 276 average with 18 homers and 56 RBI in 2013. First, we'll get a strategy roll for the Mariners. That's an 8, nothing going on there. An attempt of a 6, +1 is 7, but still nothing going on there. As I'm dropping my row die, Hernandez will set up and he will pitch. Hernandez, 5-5. Strikeout +4 is very easily 4. That's very likely to be strike 3. Oh yeah, that will be strike 3 all day long. That is a swinging strike 3. He goes after a curveball out of the zone. 2 away for Chris Carter. 223 average, 29 homers, and 82 RBI. First order of business for Hernandez is the strategy roll. That's a 5. I think he gets the sign to steal home, but not a chance with 2 outs. Hernandez will go ahead and pitch. For 6. Wild pitch, the 12. That is a wild pitch, and Altuve is going to come in to score. So that'll be 1, actually, yeah, that's a wild pitch. Altuve will come in to score, and it's 1-0 Houston. Not the way they want to get, well, they'll take it at this point. Infield will play back now. Hernandez will try that again. Actually, I think on a wild pitch we got to check if the catcher stops it. Two 2.5. Yep, okay, so all runners advance. All right, Hernandez will pitch again. That can come off the board. Infield moved back with 2 out in the inning. Pardon my arm and shot. 6-4. Against a righty, that's a walk. The 18 is going to be too high. Carter will swing. Actually, wait a minute. That was a Minute Maid Park's a +2, so that would be an 18, which is he'd be an 18, which will walk him. My mistake. And that will bring Corporan. That'll bring Corporan to the plate. 225 average, 7 homers, 20 RBI. Carter had 2 stolen bases, and he won't get anything on the 16. Hernandez will pitch. Hernandez. Already in a little bit of trouble. 2-5. Strikeout chance. 12. That's going to be too high. That's actually, no, that's just going to be a called strike 3 on the outside corner. And that will retire the side, but not before Altuve gets a leadoff triple and a wild pitch brings him in. So it's 1-0 after 1. As we get ready for the top of the second, and the heart of Seattle's orders due up next. Lyles will finish his warm-up tosses as he steps back to the hill, and we'll bring Kendrys Morales up. 277 average, 23 homers, and 80 RBI in 2013. Lyles with the pitch. Lyles, 5'6". That's a range play at the park. So we go to Minute Maid Park and roll the same thing. That's a 1-3. That's an automatic out to third base. But it's a range play for Brett Wallace. His range stunk. He was a 2. And he won't get it, which means Morales will reach with a leadoff single. That'll bring Kyle Seager up. 260 average, 22 homers, 69 RBI. Infield will move to double play depth. Strategy roll for Morales. That's a 15, nothing happening. Lyles will pitch. 2-1. Possible. Actually, yeah. We were using 2-1 against a lefty. That's a blank. Seager will bat. Seager will swing. 5-4. Flied out. That'll be popped up to center field, where Barnes is apparently getting his steps in today. He'll let that drop into his glove nice and easy, and that'll be 1 out. That'll bring Justin Smoak up to the plate. 20 homers and 50 RBI in 2013. Infield still at double play depth. Strategy roll coming. That's a 3. Nothing happening there. So Lyles will go ahead and pitch. (2-4). Strikeout. 15 is going to be too high. Smoak will bat. Smoak with a 3-2. That's grounded to first. They won't get the depth for this, but we can still see if they turn the double play. So 3-2. No bonus for the depth because it's hit to the first baseman. He's a switch left. So switch left, grounded to first. Shortstop is our pivot. So shortstop pivot is a, where is it? That's a 0. So a 1 or a 2, they get the twin killing. They get it. 2 outs. So Carter will grab that. He'll flip it over to, actually shortstop was our pivot. So he'll flip it over to Elmore. He'll bring it back to him, and that'll be 2 outs. So a 3-6-3 twin killing. Actually, that's going to retire the side. I forgot there was 1 out. So that'll do it. Nothing across except the lone hit, and then Smoak kills the inning with a double by hitting into a double play. Remains 1-0 after 1.5. Bottom of the second now, as Hernandez now finishes his warm-up tosses, and Mark Krause steps into the batter's box for the first time today. 209 average, 4 homers, 13 RBI in 2013. Hernandez with the pitch. Hernandez with a 5-2, strikeout plus. So we add 10 to that. So the 2 becomes a 17. and 10 becomes a 27. The 12 will very easily be a called strike 3 on the outside corner. 1 out. We'll bring Justin Maxwell up to the plate. 252 average, 6 homers, 25 RBI in 2013. Hernandez waits for the sign from Blanco, and here comes the pitch. 3-1. Against a righty, that's a blank. Maxwell. Five. That's an automatic out. That'll be grounded to short. Where Miller will wait for that. He'll flip it over to first, and 2 out in the inning. Actually, the infield would have been back. They wouldn't have been at double play depth. Dustin Ackley stepping into the... Actually, wait a minute. No. That should be Brandon Barnes stepping into the batter's box for the first time. Now that we've got that figured out. 8 homers, 41 RBI in 2013. Hernandez waits for the sign, and here's the pitch. 3-2 for Hernandez. 3-2, another range play. Barnes. 3-5. That's going to be a single back to the pitcher. That's Hernandez looking for that. His range is a 1. No, he won't get that. Barnes will reach with a single. Keeping the inning going. And Elmore steps into the batter's box. 2 homers, 6 RBI in 2013. I'm going to bring this over here since I'm rolling everything on this side. First up, we've got the strategy roll. Nothing happened. Let's see. He's a attempt of 5 plus 1 is a 6. He gets the steal sign, but with a base running of 3 against a -1 arm, Barnes is not going anywhere. So Hernandez will turn and deal with Elmore. Here's the pitch. 5-5. Strikeout plus. The 19 will actually be strike 3 called. It'll just catch enough of the inside corner to retire the side. So we only have only the single and nothing else happening there. Score remains 1-0 Houston after 2. Moving into the top of the third next, and we'll see the bottom of Seattle's order for the first time today. Lyles will finish up his warm-up tosses to start the top of the third. Stepping into the batter's box will be Michael Saunders. 12 homers, 46 RBI in 2013. Lyles with the pitch. Lyles, 2-5. That's at the park. Heading over to Minute Maid Park. (5-4). That's a power hit. That's an 18. That's just going to be too high. It's going to die a death in center field. Where Barnes is going to grab that, and that'll be the first out of the inning. That'll bring Dustin Ackley up with a 253 average, 4 homers, and 31 RBI in 2013. Lyles with the pitch. Lyles, 6-1, error on a throw. Ackley. (4-1). That's grounded to second where Altuve's got it. He's got it. That's his error range is a 4. That's an 11. He will get that with no problems, and he'll flip it over to Carter at first for the second out of the inning. And that will bring Henry Blanco up to the plate. 142 average, 3 homers, 14 RBI in 2013. Wiles with the pitch. Lyles, 2-2, range play, Blanco. Three. That's grounded to third, where Wallace is going after it. He stunk. His range was a 2. He won't get that. Blanco will reach with a 2-out single. And that'll bring the top of Seattle's order back up. Brad Miller coming back to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out. A little strategy here. The infield can stay back. There's 2 outs, which I keep forgetting to update this. Strategy roll. Nothing happening on the 9. Lyles will pitch. Lyles, 4-2. Against a lefty, that's a blank. He's relieved that Miller's not a righty. Miller will bat. 5-2, and instead that'll be grounded to short, where Elmore will grab that, he'll flip it over to first, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the 2-out single for Seattle, and it will remain 1-0 Houston after 2.5. Heading into the bottom of the third now, we've got Altuve stepping back into the batter's box. He's 1 for 1 with that leadoff triple to start the game. Hernandez finishes his warm-up tosses and now turns his attention to Altuve. Hernandez, 5-3. That's a blank. He's not tired. Altuve. One, 3, and instead that'll be grounded to third, where Seager will grab that, he'll flip it over to first for a nice easy 5-3 putout. And that'll bring Wallace back to the batter's box. He grounded out his first time up. Hernandez with the pitch. Hernandez, 1-5, strikeout chance, 10, swing and a miss, struck him out with the curveball. 2 away, and that'll bring Castro up. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Hernandez with the pitch. I'll put that one through the actual tower. 4-6, wild pitch, ball 1. Hernandez will do it again. Hopefully with a little less of the wild stuff. 3-5. Wild pitch, ball 2. Hernandez having some control issues. Blanco trying to tell him to settle down. 6-2. That's at the park. Minute Maid Park. 6-3, and that's going to be grounded to second, where Franklin will grab that. He'll move it over to first, and after some questionable control from Hernandez, it's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Mariners as the game stays 1-0. We'll get ready for the top of the third here, with the heart of Seattle's with the 2-3-4 for Seattle's order coming up next. Lyles will finish his warm-up tosses, and Nick Franklin will step into the batter's box. He grounded out his first time up. Lyles with the pitch. Lyles, 5-5. Against a switch left, that will be a blank. Franklin, 1-1, and that'll be skied to left field. Krause will get under that easily, and he'll make a routine catch for 1 out. Next up is Ibanez. He flew out to center his first time up. Lyles looks in on Corcoran for the sign, and here's the pitch. 4-2. Against a lefty, that's a blank. Ibanez to 6, and instead it'll be grounded to first, where Carter will grab that. He'll take it to the bag himself, 2 away. Next up will be Morales. He singled his first time up. Lyles looks in and waits for the sign. Here's the pitch. 5-5. Against the switch left, that's a blank. Morales. 4-5. And that'll be a base hit to center field. So Morales will reach with another single. And that'll bring Seager into the batter's box. He's 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Strategy roll. And nothing happening on the 9. Lyles will turn and deal with Seager. Lyles. 6-5. That's a walk plus, and the 11, 10, so that turns into 10 plus 10 is 20. That will walk Seager. And now the Mariners suddenly have something going with 2 outs. That will bring Smoak into the batter's box, who hit into the twin killing back on the second. Strategy roll. That's a 1. Morales gets the steal sign to go to third, I think. He would get the sign to go to third, but with a base running of 2, he's not going anywhere. Lyles with the pitch. Lyles, 2-5. That's at the park. Minute Maid Park. 3-2. Home run chance to center field. He's a switch left. It would be a 1 or a 2. The 12 is too high. So instead, I think that's just going to die out there. I think. Is there a ballpark? Possible home runs. Play it as a flyout. Okay, so that's going to get skied to center field. That's going to get skied to center field, where Barnes will wait for that. He'll plunk it into his glove, and that will retire the side. A single and a walk, but with 2 outs, but the Mariners can't do anything with it. Score remains 1-0, heading into the bottom of the 4th. Hernandez finishes his warm-up tosses, and Chris Carter steps into the batter's box. He walked his first time up. Hernandez with the pitch. Put 20 through. 6-4. Against a righty, that's a walk. The 6. Oh yeah, that's ball 4. Carter will reach with a leadoff walk. That's his second walk of the day. Infield will move to double play depth. And Corporan will step into the batter's box. He's 0 for 1. He struck out looking his first time up. Strategy roll. Nothing happening on the 5. Hernandez will turn and deal with Corporan. Hernandez with the pitch. 1-5. Strikeout chance. The 19 is going to be too high. Corporan. 1-2. That's going to be a single past. That's going to be a single past first. So that's an S9. Carter is a. So single. Let me just check this. 1-2. Single to right. Trying to go first to third. A +3. The arm in right field is a +1. So that's going to be modified to 6. Carter will. Actually, he's a 1, 4, 5. So on a 1 to 5, Carter will make third base. Oh yeah, he'll get to third base easily. So just like that, we've got runners at the corners with nobody out. And that'll bring Krause into the batter's box. He's 0 for 1. He struck out looking his first time up. The Mariners suddenly have something going on here. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 13. Wait. That's, yeah, Hernandez will look in on Krause. So here's the pitch. 5-1. Strikeout chance. 6. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a splitter. One away will bring Maxwell back to the... Maxwell will come back to the hill. He's grounded out his first time up. Strategy roll. Infield is still at double play depth. Strategy roll. That's a 1. I don't think anybody's moving, though. Hernandez with the pitch. Hernandez, 3-4. Strikeout chance. The 16 is called strike 3. Hernandez needed that one. 2 out, and that'll bring Barnes back to the hill. The infield will play back now that they don't need... Actually, the infield's going to come in for this one. They don't want the run scoring. Actually, no, I think they are going to play back. Because as long as they get a ground ball, they get out of the inning. Barnes is 1 for 1 with a single, though. Reroll strategy. Nothing on the 13. Hernandez will pitch. Hernandez, 5-2, strikeout plus. That 8 will actually miss. Because you had 10 to the roll. Well, at least I believe you had 10. Is it 10 to the roll or the... It's the batters. Oh, I had 10 to the sum. So against the sum of the batter's strikeout rating. So he's a 14 plus 2 is 16 against a righty plus 10. That actually is strike 3 called. So after getting into some trouble, after getting into deep trouble, Hernandez will get out of the inning with a trio of strikeouts to keep the score 1-0 Houston, with potential for some very real damage coming there. I'll make sure my order's straight here. Should be Elmore leading off the 5th. Okay, good. Now that we've got that straight, speaking of the 5th inning, we're about to move into that now, where the bottom of Seattle's order is due up next. In case you're wondering what the new D percentiles are that I've added, I wanted to be able to see at a glance how many batters each pitcher's faced, so I know when they're tired, because there are ratings on each pitcher card for the number of batters they can face before they tire. So I want to be able to see that at first glance rather than counting on the score sheet. Anyway, Lyles finishes his warm-up tosses as Michael Saunders steps into the batter's box. He flew out his first time up. Lyles with the pitch. 5-4, that's a blank. Saunders. 5-5, that's going to be skied to right field. Maxwell will wait for that. He'll get under it, and it'll drop nice and quiet into his glove for 1 out. That will bring Dustin Ackley to the plate. He is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Lyles with the pitch. Lyles, 2-6, walk chance, the 1. That'll be ball 4 all day long. Actually, yeah, that'll be ball 4. So Ackley will reach with a 1-out walk. 1 out. The infield will move to double play depth. That'll bring Blanco up. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Strategy roll. Nothing happening on the 17. Lyles will turn and deal with Blanco. Blanco with the pitch, or Lyles with the pitch. 6-3. Strikeout chance. The 1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That'll be the 2nd out of the inning, as we'll loop back through the Seattle order once again. We should be at 18 batters now for Lyles. 2 outs, the infield will play back. That'll bring Miller back up to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's struck out. He's flown out and he's grounded out. Strategy roll. The 1. He gets the bunt sign, but he's not a great bunt, so I think he's just going to swing away. Lyles with the pitch. Lyles, 6-2. Strikeout chance, 13 is too high. Miller, 5-3. And instead, that'll be an automatic out. That'll be grounded to second. Let's see if they turn it. Let's see if they can turn it. So 1-0, 1. They would actually, no, never mind. They moved back because they had 2 outs in the inning. So that'll just be grounded to, let me just double check that. 5-3. Yep, that'll be grounded to second. Where Altuve will grab that, he'll take it to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the walk, and it remains 1-0 after 4.5. Let's see, Ackley, Blanco, okay. While I was making sure I had all that straight, Hernandez was finishing his warm-up tosses, so let me just double check my count. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Lyles should be at 19 batters. Keeping that straight, Hernandez was finishing his warm-up tosses while I got all that ready to go. Elmore steps into the batter's box. He struck out looking his first time up. Hernandez with the pitch. 2-3. Strikeout chance. The 20 is way too high. That would be potentially on a strikeout plus, but that was a regular strikeout. Elmore. 2-4. And that'll be skied to right field. Saunders will get under that, it'll drop into his glove, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Which will bring us back to the top of Houston's order with Altuve. Up next, that should be 18, there we are. Altuve is 1 for 2 with a triple. Hernandez with the pitch. Hernandez, 4-5. Against a righty, that's a strikeout plus. 10 is easily strike 3 called on the outside corner. 2 outs will bring Wallace back up. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Hernandez with the pitch. Hernandez, 1-1. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-19. The 12 is good. Does Wallace needs a 16. That's a 1. Boom! That ball is high. That ball is deep to center field. And Ackley's just going to turn around and watch that one go into the seats. Home run, Brett Wallace. A solo bomb to make it 2-0 Houston. Stadium cheers. Yay! Hernandez giving up a solo bomb in the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll bring Castro up to the plate. Castro is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Hernandez trying to settle down after the solo homer to get out of the inning. Here's the pitch. 4-6. Wild pitch, ball 1. Hernandez will do it again. 3-2. That's a range play. Castro will bat. Castro, 5-3. Pop skied to third base. Going after that is Seager. His range is a 2. He's got it. What a catch. Side retired. But not before Hernandez gives up a solo bomb to make it 2-0 Houston. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. Hernandez is up to 21 batters. I'll go ahead and check the count on Lyles. That should be 19. That should be good, though. 1, 2, 3, 6, 10, 15, 19. Okay, counts are good on the number of batters faced. Getting ready for the top of the 6th, and the middle of Seattle's order, 2, 3, 4 for Seattle, is due up next. Lyles finishes up his warm-up tosses as Franklin steps into the batter's box. He's 0 for 2 today. Lyles can pitch to 6 more batters before he tires, and the Astros are going to have careful eyes on that. Lyles with the pitch. Lyles, 2-2. Range play, not the way you want to start. Franklin, 5-3. That's a base hit to second. Going after that's Altuve. His range is a 2. He won't get it. Franklin will reach with a base hit. The batter now will be Ibanez. He's 0 for 2. He's flown out and he's grounded out. Infield will move to double play depth. Strategy roll. So that should be 20. Strategy roll. Nothing happening on the 10. Lyles will turn to deal with Ibanez. Lyles. 5-6. Range play at the park. Minute Maid Park. 6-2. And that'll be popped out that'll be skied a mile high to the catcher. Where Corporan's looking for that. His range is a... How does this work on the catcher card? Range... Oh, pass ball rate. So his range... So Corporan's range is a 2. He's trying to get to that. He's got it! What a play! He had to move quite a ways to get that. But that will be the first out of the inning. And the batter will now be Kyle Seager. Wait, the batter should be Morales next. There we go. Now that we got that figured out, I'm going to do a little bit, see if I can tear that little bit off. I think we got most of it. Morales is 2 for 2 with a single. Infield is not going anywhere from double play depth. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 12. Lyles will turn and pitch. He's at 21 batters. Lyles with the pitch. Lyles, 5-5. Against the switch left, that's a blank. Morales, 3-3. Base hit past first. Franklin's base running is a 2 on an S7. Trying to go first to third is a 0 arm. A 1 or a 2, Franklin will take third. He will get to third. And that'll bring... I'll put Morales on. Infield will remain at double play depth as Morales picks up his third single of the day. A double play gets them out of the inning. Actually, do you play in here or... No, I think you play for the double play at this point. Let me just make sure my count is good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 18, 19, 21, 2. Okay. So Lyles can pitch to 3 more batters before he's tired. Seager's due up next. Actually, they are going to play in because they're not going to get a lot of... Because Lyles is not good at getting double plays. Strategy roll. Nothing happening on the 6. Lyles will pitch. Lyles, 5-4. That's a blank. Over to Seager. Mariners have something going on here. 3-5. And instead, that's going to get skied to right field. Going after that will be Maxwell. He'll make the catch, and there will be 2 outs. Infield will move back at this point as Smoak steps into the batter's box. Smoak is 0 for 2, grounded into a twin killing, and grounded out his first 2 times up. Strategy roll. Nothing happening on the 15. Lyles will pitch. Lyles looking in at Smoak. Here's the pitch. 6-2. Strikeout chance. 17 is going to be too high. Smoak with a 6-6. That'll be a base hit. That'll be a base hit to right field. Franklin will score. That'll be the first run of the inning of the day for the Mariners. On a 1-2, on a 2, single to right. That's Houston. Single to right, that's a +3 arm out there, so a 5. The only way Morales doesn't get to third is on a 6. He'll get to third easily. And Smoak was a 6-hitter. So a 2-out single by Smoak brings us to within 1. Stadium groans. Ugh. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Lyles is going to be tired after this batter. We're going to get some activity in the Houston bullpen. They're going to start Jose Cisnero warming up in the bullpen. And we've still got runners at first and third with 2 out. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 10. Lyles will turn to deal with Saunders, who is 0 for 2 today. Lyles with the pitch. 6-2, strikeout chance. 16 is too high. Saunders. 6-3, and that's going to be skied to center field, where Barnes will go down under that. He'll get to it, and that will retire the side. A run and 3 hits, and 2 left. As the score is now 2-1 Houston. Lyles is tired, but they've got activity in the bullpen already. I'll draw a peg noting that Lyles is tired, but he's probably coming out after the... He's probably coming out when Houston comes out for the top of the 7th. Let's see, Franklin. I'm just going to make sure I've got the order straight as Hernandez works on his warm-up tosses. Morales, Seager, Smoak, and Saunders. Okay. Now that we've got that figured out, Hernandez has finished his warm-up tosses just in time to see Chris Carter step into the batter's box. He's got 2 walks today. Hernandez can pitch to 6 more batters before he tires. Let's see what happens with Hernandez's pitch to Carter. Here's the windup and the pitch. 6-4 against a righty. That's a walk, and that 9 will easily be ball 4. I believe Carter is the 4-hitter. Yep. Carter's the 4-hitter, so he reaches with a leadoff walk. Infield will move to double play depth as Corporan steps into the batter's box. That's Carter's 3rd walk of the day. He's got a very patient eye today. Corporan is 1 for 2. He's singled and he's struck out. Strategy roll. That's a 1. Carter gets the steal sign, but with a base running of basically mud, he's going nowhere. Hernandez with the pitch. Hernandez, 1-2. That's not a blank. He's not tired yet. Actually, I believe that's a... Let me just double check that. Against the split rating, that's actually a split result. I don't remember what the die was, so I'm just going to treat it as a blank. Corporan with the Corporan will bat. For 3, that's an automatic. That's a ground ball to third. Do they turn the double play? Grounded to third. So 4-0-5. Grounded to third. Actually grounded to 5. With a switch left. Second base pivot is a 0. So 1-5. It's a double play. 2 outs. The Mariners will get... Hernandez gets the... That's a 5-4-3 around the horn twin killing. As Hernandez gets the pitcher's best friend to work for him. 5, 9, 18, 23. So Hernandez has 4 more batters before he tires. And that'll bring Mark Krause up, who is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. Let's grab the dice, and Hernandez will pitch. Hernandez, 5-1, strikeout 7, strike 3, swinging on a slider. Side retired. Leadoff walk turned into a twin killing as the Mariners managed to get out of trouble in the bottom of the 6th. And after 6, we are at 2-1 Houston, getting ready for the top of the 7th, and with the bottom of Seattle's order due up next, Houston will have a new pitcher. Lyles is going to come out of the game. Coming in to pitch for the Astros will be Jose Cisnero. 2-2 with a 4.12 ERA and 41 strikeouts in 2013. The batter will be Dustin Ackley, who's 0 for 1 with a walk today. Cisnero waits for the sign, and here's the pitch. 2-2, error on a grounder. Ackley 1-4. That is a grounder to second. Going after that's Altuve. His error is a 4. That's a 12. He won't have any problems with that. He'll move that over to first to get the out. Next up will be Blanco. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Cisneros faced his first batter with no problems. Cisnero will pitch. Cisnero, 5-3. Strikeout chance, 6 is easily strike 3. That's a swinging strike 3. Got him on another slider. And that'll bring the top of Seattle's order back up with 2 outs. As Brad Miller steps into the batter's box, he is 0 for 3 today. He's not having a good day. Cisnero has pitched to his second batter, and he'll pitch to his third. 1-5, range play. Actually, yeah, 1-5, range play. Miller. 3-5. That's grounded to first base. Going after that's Carter. His range stunk. He's a 1. But he makes a diving stop on that and gets it over to Cisnero, who covers the bag, and that's a 1-2-3 inning that Houston desperately needed. Side retired. 1-2-3, go the Astros, or go the Mariners, as we get ready for the 7th inning stretch. Mariners are looking at Hernandez, who can face 4 more batters before he tires. He's saying he can go, but just as a precaution, Seattle's going to get some activity in the bullpen. Who do they have coming up if they get deeper into the inning? Righty. Looks like a lot of righties, so they're going to get a lefty warming up. They have a lefty. They're going to get the Mariners are going to get Charlie Furbush warming up in the bullpen as Hernandez gets ready to look in on Mark Krause. Mark Krause is 0 for 3. He's struck out 3 times today. Hernandez waits for the sign from Blanco, and here's the pitch. 1-6, error on a grounder. Krause. 3-1. That's a line out to short, where Miller will grab that for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring Justin Maxwell up, that was Maxwell who just... Okay, never mind. Krause led off So a 3-1 for him is actually an automatic out. That's grounded to... So that's actually a grounder. That's grounded to second. That's grounded to Franklin. His error is a 6. That's a 3. He's going to boot that, and instead of being a line out to short, he's actually going to reach on the E6. Actually, no, he's going to reach on the E4. So Maxwell reaches on a leadoff error. Infield will move to double play depth as Barnes steps into the batter's box. He is 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy roll. Nothing. That's actually the steal sign, but he's not going anywhere. And it's the attempt I should be referencing. But Hernandez will look in. Now pitching to 3 more batters before he tires. Looks in at Barnes, and here's the pitch. 6-2. That's at the park. Minute Maid Park. 5-6. And that's a base hit to center field. Maxwell's base running is a 3 on a single to center. The range is a 0, so on a 1-3, Maxwell will make third. He will get to third. And that's a single for Barnes. And that'll bring Elmore up, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. The infield will come in to try to keep the run from scoring. Strategy roll. And nothing on the 16. Hernandez will turn Just make sure my count's good here. 5, 9, 18, 26. So Hernandez will be tired after Elmore. Here's the pitch from Hernandez. 4-2, range play again, not what you want to see. Elmore. 5-3, and that's an automatic out. That'll be skied to center field, Ackley will get under that. He'll make the catch for 1 out. Elmore's sacrifice rating is a 1, so it's got to be a 1 for Maxwell to score. And he will score on the sacrifice fly to make it 3-1 Houston. Stadium cheers. Yay! Maxwell. Okay, so it's going to go like that. All right, Hernandez is now tired. The infield will move to double play depth. 1 out, the infield will move to double play depth. Hernandez is going to wants to try to get out of the inning, though. So they're going to let him pitch. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 3. Barnes does get the steal sign, but he's going to stay put. So Barnes is the 8 or the 9? The 8. Barnes is going to stay put. Hernandez trying to get out of the inning with a double play. Here's the pitch at 4-4. Strikeout chance, 19 is too high. Altuve, who had the leadoff triple to start the game. 6-1, and that's going to be skied to center field. Where Ackley will wait for that. He'll get under it, and that'll be the 2nd out of the inning. That'll bring Brett Wallace back to the plate. He had the solo homer back in the 5th that made it 2-0. Strategy roll for the Mariners. Nothing happening on the 13. Hernandez will deal with Wallace. Hernandez gets a 4-2. That's a range play, not what you want to see here. Wallace. 3-6. That's flied to shallow center field. Charging in for that is Ackley. His range is a 2. And it'll drop in front of him. Base hit for Wallace. Barnes' base running is a 3. That was an S8. On a 1-3, Barnes will make 3rd. He will not. He'll hold at 2nd. That'll be a base hit. And that'll be the hook for Felix Hernandez. The Mariners have seen enough of him. Let me compile stats on Hernandez real quick, and then we'll bring in our new pitcher. All right, Hernandez went 6 1/3. Gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. 3 runs, all earned. 1, 2, 3 walks. Struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He actually had a pretty good outing aside from the 3 runs. But he did have a wild pitch that scored the first run back in the inning. So coming in to pitch for the Mariners will be Charlie Furbush, who had 80 strikeouts and a 3.74 ERA in 2013. Actually, that was 6 1/3. And Wallace is on second now with a single. All right, so zeros all around for... Now we got a new pitcher. We got Furbush in. Infield is staying at double play depth. Strategy roll. Nothing happening on the 7. Furbush will go ahead and pitch to Castro. Furbush. 5-2. Against the lefty, that's a blank. Castro. 1-6. That's going to be a double to right field. Barnes with a base running 3. Double to 9. It's a 0. 1-3. He will score. He will come in to score. Wallace looking at a double. So Castro with a double. That was a double to center. Zero arm. He will score as well. On a... No, actually, there's going to be there might be a play at the plate. So he's got to... So Wallace is being sent around. Actually, it's a 1-2. I believe I got to double check how the modified base running works here. Where is it? Outfield throw. Okay, so we roll again using the second die result. The roll is higher than the adjusted base running. Runner holds. So adjusted base running is a 2. It's a 2. That's a 6. So he will hold it. He will hold at third. And Castro will reach with a double. All right. So Wallace should be at first. Actually, Wallace had the double. No, Castro had the double. Wallace is at third. Castro's at second. So it's now 4-1 Houston. As Minute Maid Park is very excited right now for their Astros. Furbush is not... The Mariners are not very happy with Furbush. As Carter steps into the batter's box. Next, he's 1 for 1 with... Actually, he's got 3 walks today. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 7. I think you might walk him here to get to Corporan and set up the double play. Which I think is what they're going to do. They're going to give him an intentional free pass to set up the double play, even though you're loading the bases for Corporan. It's a risk they've got to take here. Although he's hit into a twin killing today. Infield will play... Actually, the infield is going to play in. They don't want another run to score here. Strategy roll. Nothing happening on the 17. Corporan will, once I get the order here, or not Corporan, Furbush will pitch. For 3. Walk chance, the 8. That's ball 4, and they're going to walk in another run. So Wallace will come in to score. Obviously, walking the bases off. Obviously, the intentional walk backfired. It's now 5-1 Houston, and Seattle is starting to melt down here more than a little bit. That will bring Krause up. Actually, that'll bring Krause up as the Astros are about to bat around in the inning. The infield is going to move back to double play depth. They need a twin killing badly to get out of the inning. Strategy roll. Nothing happening on the 5. Furbush will turn to deal with Krause. Here's the pitch. 1-1. Strikeout plus. The 20 is 2. The 20 is actually strike 3 called. He needed that strikeout badly. So Krause will retire with the bases loaded. That'll bring Maxwell up. Furbush came in and gave up a double. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's already tired. He's already tired, and we're going to get more activity in the Seattle bullpen as they're going to get... They're going to get another lefty warming up. They're going to get Lucas Luetge warming up. I probably butchered the pronunciation of his name. We've got Justin Maxwell due up next, though. He is 0 for 2. He reached on an error earlier. He reached on an error. Actually, he reached on an error to start everything this inning. Strategy roll. Well, we'll roll the strategy, but I think it might be off soon. That's a 2, nothing going on. Furbush is tired, but he's going to try to get Maxwell and try to get out of the inning. Furbush with the pitch. 5-2. Against a righty strikeout, the 20 is too high. Maxwell. 6-5. And against a lefty, that's going to be grounded to third. Where Seager will tag the bag himself. And much to the relief of the Mariners, that will retire the side. So 3 runs on an error, 1, 2, 3 hits, and 2 walks. And it is now 5-1 Houston. Top of the 8th coming up, and the 2-3-4 for Seattle's orders due up, but I also need a new battery. Top of the 8th coming up, Cisnero finishes his warm-up tosses. He can pitch to 5 more batters. That can't be right. He came in the 6th. He can pitch to 4 more batters before he tires. Leading off for the Mariners will be Nick Franklin, who reached on a single back in the 6th. Cisnero with the pitch. 1-4, strikeout. 6 is swinging strike 3. Got him on the changeup. 1 out will bring Ibanez up to the plate, who's not been having a good day. He is 0 for 3 today. Cisnero with the pitch. Cisnero, 3-5. That's a blank. Ibanez. 1-3, and that's going to be a double. Actually, yeah, that's going to be a double. He'll put that into center field. Actually, I'll put that into left. And Ibanez will reach with a 1-out double. That will bring Morales up to the plate, who's 3 for 3 with 3 singles today. Strategy rolls, I think, get turned off at this point, don't they? When run differential in game 4 plus inning is greater than 10. So 4 plus 8, 12 greater than 10. Strategy rolls are off. Cisnero will turn and pitch to... So that's 5 batters. Cisnero will turn and pitch to Morales. Two, 3 for Cisnero. Range play at the park. Minute Maid Park. 5-1. That's a ground ball to short. Going after that is Miller. His range is a 2. He stunk. But that's a 1. He'll make a diving stop on that. Look, Ibanez back to second and throw it over to first. That'll be 2 outs in the inning. Help if I had that ready for that purpose. Coming up next will be Seager, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. Still no strategy rolls. Ibanez. Cisnero is actually now tired, but he'll try to get out of the inning. Houston's going to get some activity in the bullpen. They're going to get... Who are they going to get ready? Houston's going to get... Who would Seattle have coming up? Switch. Lefty, lefty. They're going to get a righty loosening up. They're going to get Josh Fields loosening up in the Houston bullpen. So Cisnero is tired. But they're telling him, but Cisnero's saying, guys, I can get out of this inning. Here's the pitch. A 6-3. That's a strikeout. The 15 is too high. Seager. 1-5, and that's going to be skied to center field, where Ackley will wait for... Actually, no. Where Barnes will wait for that. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Do the 1-out double that the Mariners can't do anything with, and it remains 5-1 Houston. Furbush is going to get the hook here, heading into the bottom of the 8th. And coming into pitch will be Lucas Lecce. 27 strikeouts, 4.86 ERA in 2013. I'll compile stats. Actually, I think I compiled stats for Furbush already because I knew I was pulling him. Right, Seattle goes to the field. No batters faced for Lucci, who just came in. Leading off for the Astros in the bottom of the 8th, we've got Brandon Barnes. He's reached twice and struck out today. Lucci with the pitch. 4-1. That's a blank. Barnes. 2-3. And that's going to be skied to center field. Now Ackley will wait for that, and he'll plunk into his glove for the first out of the inning. Nice harmless fly ball. And that'll bring Elmore up, who's 0 for 3. He's struck out and flown out twice. Let's do it this way. Lucci with the pitch. 6-4 is a blank. Elmore. Another 6-4, and that's an automatic out. That's going to be grounded to third, where Seager will wait for that. He'll move it over to first, and that'll be 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring the top of the Astros order back up with Altuve, who had the leadoff triple all the way back in the first, which seems like a lifetime ago at this point. Lucci with the pitch. 1-5, range play. Altuve. 1-2. That would be a base hit to second. Going after that is Franklin. He was good. His range is a 4. And he'll move to his side barehanded. He'll move to his right, barehand that, and move that over to first. That'll be a nice, easy 4-3 putout, and 1-2-3 will go the Astros. After 8, 5-1 Houston is our score. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Let's move into the top of the 9th and find out. Top of the 9th coming up, and coming in to pitch from the bullpen will be Josh Fields. 40 strikeouts and a 4.97 ERA in 2013. He's charged with keeping the middle bottom of Seattle's order in check. Justin Smoak steps into the batter's box first. He is 1 for 3 today with a single. Fields winds up, and here's the pitch. That's a 5-1. That's an automatic out. I believe that's what that result is. Yep, that's an automatic out. So we'll roll that again. That'll be skied to center field, where Barnes will get under that. He'll make the play for 1 out. Next up will be Michael Saunders, who is 0 for 3. He's flown out 3 times today. Fields has faced his first batter. Fields waits for the sign, and here's the pitch. 2-6. Against the lefty, that's a blank. Saunders. 2-6, and that's going to be grounded to second, where Altuve will get to that, and 2 outs. Last chance for the Mariners will be Dustin Ackley, who is 0 for 2 with a walk today. Fields has faced his second batter. Fields now looks in at Ackley, and here's the pitch. 3-2. 3-2 against the lefty. That's an automatic out. And that's going to get skied to center field. Barnes is going to get under that, settle it, maybe move a little bit to his right, and the ball will drop into his glove, and that's your game, folks. The Astros will bring the Mariners to town and sit them down 1-2-3 in the 9th to get away with a 5-1 victory. Final line score coming up. The Astros had 5 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. Mariners had one run on 7 hits and no errors. Win goes to Jordan Lyles. Hernandez gets the loss, and Cisnero will be credited with a hold. We're not quite done yet, though, because once again, as we've done before, we're going to run another round of ticker tests. So I'll be right back with all of that set up. We're going to run another round of ticker tape testing today. I should have mentioned this at the top, and I'll put it in the description. Today is July 21st, 2013. So we're going to run both our tickers again. First, we're going to use Downey Games Ultra Quick Baseball. I'm using 2 different sizes of dice. I've got pink dice for the visitors and yellow for the home team. The Astros host the Mariners and beat them 5-1. But let's see how the rest of the majors shapes up in both tickers. First, Downey Games. We've got the Athletics and the Angels. Oakland, S24 is 4, just missing a big game. Angels, P43 is also 4. We have a pressure situation right off the bat. A's, L21 won't score. The Angels, F51, they'll just miss as well, so we'll have extras. A's, L32 won't score. Angels, F15 won't either, so they'll head into the 11th. Someone please win this game. Nobody wants to win it with rolls like that, apparently. A's, L22 is another goose egg. Angels, F13 is another goose egg. We'll head into the 12th. A's, L25 is another goose egg. Angels, F14 is another goose egg. They'll head into the 13th. Will someone please win this game? Okay, I think somebody wants to win this game now. A's, L15. Not them that wants to win this game. Angels, F54 is finally won, so the Angels will pick up the win in 13 innings. Yankees and the Red Sox. Yankees, M66. I think they really wanted that one. That's 4. Red Sox, T65. Oop, wait, let's look at the right chart, Phoenix. We were looking at extra innings. Oh, no, we weren't. We were looking at the scoring chart. I think M66 is actually 8, so I was looking at the wrong chart. Red Sox, T65 is 9. That will just barely be a win for the Red Sox. Braves and the White Sox. Braves, Q24 is 3. White Sox, O24. O24 is also 3. They will have a pressure situation. Can we please not have it go as long this time, guys? I don't think it'll be that long. Braves, L64. L64, they'll pick up a run. Actually, it might be long. White Sox, A51, they won't. That'll be a win for the Braves. Pirates and the Reds. Pirates, K54. K54 is 4. Reds, R11. Probably a goose egg. Nope, R11 is actually 1, but that's still enough to be a win for the Pirates. Cubs and the Rockies. Cubs, N63 is 6. Rockies, O36. O36 is a big game, so now we've got to roll on this chart. So it's a big game for the Rockies. That's a 15. So they moved back by 3 columns. Yikes. They were an O, N, M, L. So we roll again for the Rockies on L this time. 65 is 7. The Rockies will scare with a win. Tigers and the Royals. Tigers, O35. O35 is 4. Royals, N54 is 5. That will be a win for the Royals. Marlins and the Brewers. Marlins, J64. Marlins, J64 is 5. Brewers, M16 is 2. That will be a win for the Fishies. Indians and the Twins. Indians, T46. T46 is 6. Twins, M56. M56 is 5. That will just barely be a win for the Indians. Phillies and the Mets. Phillies, N51 is 4. Mets, K31. K31 is 3. That will be a win for the Phillies. Diamondbacks and the Giants. Diamondbacks, O65. I'm pretty sure they wanted this one bad. Was 8. Giants, L43. I don't think they wanted it as bad. L43 is 3. That will be a win for the Rattlesnakes. Padres and the Giants. Actually, Padres and the Cardinals. I can't remember the signs here. Padres, K53 is 4. Cardinals, Q34. Q34 is another big game. Oop. Cardinals roll a 23, so they move back 2 columns. Q and PO. So they roll again on column O. 33 is 4. That's enough to go to a pressure situation, though. Padres, E66. That'll be enough to score a run. Cardinals, L35 will not. That will be a win for the Padres. That'll be a win for Padres when the heat's on. Orioles and the Rangers. Orioles, O12 is 1. Rangers, O56 is 5. That will be a win for the Rangers. Rays and the Blue Jays. Rays, R24. R24 is 3. Blue Jays, O32 is also 3. We'll have another pressure situation. Tampa's a J33. That won't give them a run. Blue Jays, E53. That will give them a run. That'll be a win. That'll be a win for the Canadian Birdies. Dodgers and the Nationals. Dodgers, L12. Actually, no, L55. L55 is 4. Nationals, P12 is nothing good, I'm sure. P12 is 1. That will be a win for the Dodgers. That's it for the Downey Ultra Quick Baseball Ticker Test. Now let's see what Fast Score Baseball ticks it at. Let's see what Fast Score Baseball says for the ticker test. That was a fairly long ticker test with Ultra Quick Baseball. I'm gonna have some thoughts on that probably after this ticker's over. Anyway, we're back to July 21st, 2013. So let's start this ticker with the Pirates and the Reds. Same colors as before. Let me make a note of that. Okay. Pirates 13-14 is 2. Reds 11-21 is also 2. They will have extras right off the bat. Pittsburgh rolls a 2, plus 2 is 4. Cincinnati rolls a 4, minus 2 is 2. That will be a win for the Pirates in extras. Cubs and the Rockies. Cubs 13-36 is 5. Rockies 3-35 is 2. That'll be a win for the Baby Bears. Marlins and the Brewers. Marlins 15-25 is 4. Brewers 15-46 is 6. That will be a win for the Brew Crew. Phillies and the Mets. Phillies 12-26. 12-26 is 3. Mets 25-22. 25-22 is 5. That's a win for the Mets. Diamondbacks and the Giants. Diamondbacks 10-33 is 3. Giants 255. 255 is 4. That's just barely a win for the Giants. Padres and the Cardinals. Padres 1054 is 6. Cardinals 550. Actually 550. 1054 I don't think would have changed anything. No, 1054 was 6. I think I looked at that right. Cardinals 553 is 4. That will be a win for the Padres. Dodgers and the Nationals. Dodgers 1251 is 6. Nationals 435 is 3. That's a win for the Dodgers. Athletics and the Angels. Athletics 1333. 1333 is 4. Angels 1663 is 9. That's a win for the Angels. Yankees and the Red Sox. Yankees 1031. 1031 is 3. Red Sox 765 is 8. That's a win for the Red Sox. Braves and the White Sox. Braves 515 is 1. White Sox 1034 is 4. That's a win for the White Sox. Tigers and the Royals. Tigers 1613 is 2. Royals 1443 is 5. That will be a win for the Royals. Indians and the Twins. Indians 864 is 7. Twins 556 is 5. That will be a win for the Indians. Orioles and the Rangers. Orioles 823. 823 is 2. Rangers 1256 is 7. That will be a win for the Rangers. Last up, Devil Rays and the Blue Jays. Devil Rays 1536 is 5. Blue Jays 752 is also 5. They will have extras to finish this ticker out. Devil Rays roll a 2, plus 3 is 5. Blue Jays roll a 5, minus 1 is 4. That will be a win for the Devil Rays in extras. And that will do it for this ticker test, along with our playthrough of Inside Pitch Baseball. When it comes to these tickers, I think I'm leaning toward fast score baseball for my ticker. Mostly because there were a lot fewer, mostly because there was really no opportunity in fast score for me to say, will somebody please win this game? Whereas there were plenty of those opportunities when I was using ultra quick baseball as the ticker. If I do a season replay, if I start doing season replays, I'll probably alternate between both though, because I think there's value in using both of them. I mean, I paid for them, so I might as well use them. But that will do it for this playthrough of Inside Pitch Baseball and our other baseball ticker testing. Wednesday we're playing Marvel Champions. Saturday will feature the end of Mystical Munchies out of the Cooking for Wizards, Warriors, and Dragons cookbook with a dessert, Runaway Fruit Tarts. Next week we're finally going to start on my Tack Up Wargaming list this year with the first game. In honor of Admiral Chester Nimitz's birthday this month, we're going to play Fleet Commander Nimitz. Also tonight and Tuesday, Jester, Higher Ground Gaming, and I will be continuing our countdown of our top 100 board games of all time on Jester's channel. And if you like more of Inside Pitch, I encourage you to check out RJL Network's playthrough of the 1972 season. I may do one as well, but the only way I'm going to be convinced to do that, well, besides getting it fit for it in my schedule, is if you guys leave a like on your way out through the turnstile. So, on that note, thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.